Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful, I believe it's a Tuesday morning here in downtown Jackson, Ohio. And we have OHillCo folks today. We're so happy to have you here.
Thanks
for
happy to be
having
here.
us.
Yeah, it's great. And we're going to talk about all the fun things that are coming up next week at the OHillCo Festival, which, yes, can you believe it's here already? And it's always the week after Labor Day. So, it's coming up.
Yeah, we're getting close, really close.
Are you nervous?
No.
Sad it's over, but ready for
Yeah. Moving on, huh?
moving on, new chapter, but
Yep, I get it. Well, we do have Aaron Dupree here, and you were on the committee, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then Kate Wilbur is our OHillCo first attendant, so thank you for, I know it was hard for you to skip school to be here.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she cried and everything.
I don't know about that one.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we want to thank you both for coming in. I know you all are busy and have a lot of things going on, so it does mean a lot for us that you took time out of your day to come here. And we're going to tell you all about some of the fun things going on at this year's OHillCo. I knew I was going to do that. OHillCo Festival. And again, it will be on the streets of Wellston here coming up next week. So tell you what, we do have a message to play. And then we'll be back and talk all things OHillCo Festival.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with Kate Wilbur, who is our OHillCo Festival first attendant, and of course Aaron Dupree, committee member of the OHillCo Society and Festival Committee. And so, again, welcome. We're so happy that you're here.
Happy to be here.
And yes, so tell us, first off, some of the, I guess we're going to go into the schedule of events coming up, but how's the planning going? I mean, it's coming up into crunch time now.
It is. It's getting close. It just pops up.
It's like, surprise, here it is.
And we do several other events too. So used to we had time. Now it's just like rolls from one to the next. So
yes.
But we're there. We think we have everything done. It's like anything. Something will pop up last minute, but we are ready to go, and we're about a week out now.
Yeah.
And everything's looking good. So hopefully the weather holds out.
We're
it
going
looks,
to
It looks
pray
nice
for that,
right
yes.
now. And we're getting into that season where it's like super hot during the day, but then at night you need your jacket.
Yes.
So it's also the nice little bit of fall season, I think, coming towards us, hopefully. So should be really nice. We're excited.
We could use it after this summer. Woof, it's been a rough one.
I know walking around in big dresses, I would like some colder weather for the evenings, but
Yeah, I mean, you guys have really had it this summer, having to get all fancied up and hairdos and all that, and it's 98 degrees outside.
yeah, there's been some rough ones that we went to.
I bet. So let's talk about some of the fun that you've had over your reign of the OHillCo Festival. And so tell us a little bit about, now you'll be giving your crown up, like Saturday night?
Saturday night. Yeah.
Okay, how you feel about that?
I'm upset about it, but I'm excited to see a new group of girls come. After opening the contest to Jackson and Benton County, I think we're going to have a good group of girls coming out. So
Yeah, and it is, I'm sure, very bittersweet for you, but it's a lot of hard work too. And I don't think people understand that it's not just about looking pretty and waving in a parade. I mean, it's work. You have to go, and you are representing your festival to all these other festivals. So
yeah, one of the big things is like when it's hot or cold and rainy, just always keeping a smile on your face, because little girls all over are always looking up to you and just making sure that you look like you're having the best time, because I mean, every little girl runs up to us and wants a picture or wants to talk about our dresses. So
Sure.
it's just, you're always in the spotlight.
yeah, you're like celebrities. And I mean, that is something. So what's been the most surprising thing for you as far as being royalty and like, I guess, yeah, like a surprise, like something that you didn't anticipate?
Definitely like the adults at some of these festivals, like, because not every festival's court wears big dresses like we do. And like we'll be walking through a festival and just these grown adults are like have their phones out taking pictures of us walking through. So that was surprising to me that like just every festival kind of has a different thing, and when you're traveling to them, like it's their first time seeing it too.
Okay, that makes total sense. So tell me about some of the festivals that you have headed out to.
We've been to a lot of different types of festivals. We went to Pumpkin Show, which takes up all of Circleville, to Deer Creek Dam Days that was in a town square about the size of this room that was really just a petting zoo. Like, they had pigs, and that was all I could tell you about that festival.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of festivals, and everyone has their own thing. And
some big, some
small.
small.
Yeah.
And it is kind of interesting. So what's like the weirdest festival you went to?
Probably the Swiss Festival.
Okay, what's
I
that?
think it's in Sugar Creek.
Is it about
Amish
cheese?
country?
It's
It's
yeah.
it's a little bit of everything, Amish wise.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just a little bit of everything. Like, everyone there was in, like, I don't even know what kind of outfits you would call them.
They wear a lot of like traditional Swiss outfits. So like even their queens dress in like
Oh, like the
Like,
the Swiss dresses and
like the Swiss
later-
Miss.
Yeah, absolutely. And like
Yeah,
lederhosen and
I got ya.
So it focuses a lot on the Swiss history of that area, and so of course they have cheese tastings and wine tastings.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that.
everyone at their luncheon got, like, a block of Swiss cheese to, like, take home with them. Yeah, it was a very interesting festival.
That is wild.
They get to meet so many interesting people because of events like that too. So like the Swiss Festival, one of the main people on the committee there is Anne Guggisberg. And I'm sure you've probably seen Guggisberg cheese
Yes.
in every cheese deli counter there is. So she is heavily involved in their festival. So there's, of course, tons of Guggisberg cheese everywhere at these events.
Interesting.
And they do the polka dancing and...
They had a yodeling contest and a boulder throwing contest.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting festival to go to, and there's so many great, interesting festivals around the state too. You don't even know half of them because down in Southern Ohio we kind of get stuck down here, and you look around and there's festivals down this way, but when you start traveling north, I mean, there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of festivals that celebrate everything.
You know, and I think it's cool. We were talking off the air about, you know, we went from OHillCo to Coal Festival back to OHillCo Festival, and because it is a bit about, you know, celebrating, I feel like, the heritage. That's where these fairs and festivals came from. Yeah. And, you know, just because we don't have any apple orchards in Jackson anymore, you know, it's still celebrating that history of what used to be.
Yeah.
As silly as I guess maybe some people think that is, but I mean, that was part of what we did growing up, and coal certainly in Wellston, and but also celebrating Ohio Hill Country. Like, it was interesting. It is interesting to talk to people that travel through, and they're just like, it is so beautiful here, and we don't appreciate that, I think.
Yeah,
You know?
I think when you kind of live in the middle of it, you don't see it nearly as much.
Correct.
It's a normal day. It's what we see, and
But it's gorgeous,
yeah. And you get a lot. When
we
you get
should
people,
celebrate that.
When you get people from the outside, I mean, it's just like when you look at the number of people that go to Hocking Hills. It's,
Oh my gosh!
You know,
We're like, why? Why
Yeah.
do you? I have deer in my backyard. Like, that's not that interesting to me, but cool if you want to go and hike.
yeah, and we live here, and every couple of years, maybe you run up to somewhere in Hocking Hills, Ash Caves or whatever. But then you've got people who just are astonished
Obsessed
by it.
Yeah.
And when you see it every day, I guess we kind of lose that sense of how beautiful it
That
is.
wonder, yeah, that childlike wonder, I feel like. But I think it's very appropriate to have a festival celebrating the Ohio Hill Country. I mean, that's us. That's what we are down here. So, so tell us what Did anything funny happen to you during the? I know the other two girls can't be here, so you're kind of having to speak for everybody.
You're
today.
allowed to throw them under the bus.
Yeah, but they didn't show up here, so you know.
I'm trying to think.
Like
I'm sure there's many times that I was like, "What is happening?" But I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But with those two, there's really never a dull moment, and especially when you get the littles and juniors in the mix, there's just
good point.
Just a lot going on all at once. There's Bran, the queen, will just start singing songs that I've never even heard of, belting it out to me. Liv looks at every dog in the parade and will talk about how cute it is for 20 minutes after we drive past it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, there's just never a dull moment.
What does Kate do? What's Kate's quirk?
Kate's quirk, she has a lot of them.
Saying goofy things that she doesn't think about before she says them?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what my quirk is. I'm just here for
Kate's
the ride.
very normal.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
No, the girls, they get to see so much, and they travel a lot. And we do things a little bit different. Like, we have a couple festivals where just our big girls go.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of festivals that's all that travels. Their smaller girls don't travel, so it's just big girls everywhere they go. So they get the experience at a lot of the events where they're getting the event, but they're also dealing with some, 6 to 7 to 8 year olds as well as
which can always be an adventure.
I think actually my favorite thing that happened all year was it was on our way to our very first parade. It was just the 3 big girls, and it was the Swiss Festival. So we had to leave pretty early. It was probably like 7 when we left, and we're just driving down the highway, and we hear something like crack, and we look back, and there's just sparks flying up in the air. The top of our float had come off. So then we were sitting on the side of the road. We had to wake my dad up because the person that was pulling the float didn't have like any tools in the car with them. So we had to call my dad, and we were just taking pictures like it was the best thing ever because the sun was coming up, and we just thought it looked cute. Like as
That's really not the best way to start your.
it was a very
career.
Interesting way to start the
Like, is
year.
this going to happen every time?
Yeah. Luckily, it was the only time that that happened, but it was definitely a great feeling to start the year off on that note.
And that's like a 3.5 hour trip to
Oh, my.
Sugar
It was
Creek, so.
3.5 hours plus the 7 times that we had to stop because I get car sick.
Oh,
so it was like we were
no.
stopping every few minutes. It was.
Kate's quirk.
That's
There
my
we
quirk,
go.
'cause
Kate's quirk
She's
is
very
car
sickly,
sickness.
yes.
one time we couldn't even get out of Jackson, and I thought I was going to throw up. Yeah.
They make pills for that.
I know.
Although they do make you sleepy, so that might not be a good thing either.
I just think I can handle it sometimes. I'm like, I've got this.
I've got this.
Yeah.
And then your stomach does not agree.
Yeah.
And then Kate's hanging out the side of the window. It's okay. So, what is your favorite festival food? Like, what did you guys really take advantage of when you got to go to the festivals?
My favorite festival food is just French fries. I love fair French fries, but
They are good.
yeah, I know the other girls are big into apple dumplings. I've never had one, but at every festival they look for one, and I don't even know what they are. So
You're so uncultured.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just basic. I like the French fries and ketchup.
Do you put the vinegar on it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the only right way to eat those.
You know, and it's so weird because I think about this. These are stupid things I think about. Like, at home, does everybody have a spray bottle full of vinegar? That's so strange. Yeah. But, like, at a festival, everybody puts
If they don't have vinegar
spray
out, then I'm
bottle
like, where is it?
Yeah, and the salt and the ketchup. And ketchup creeps me out. But, like, fair French fries, yes. I mean, throw it all on there. Vinegar in the spray bottle. Like, I don't understand that either, but we don't do it that way anywhere else. No. Like,
And
not
you
at
go-
home,
you
not
go to
at a
other
restaurant.
places too, like England, Ireland, Canada. That's a staple on the table in every restaurant you go to.
The malt vinegar.
Yeah, and we use it, but like only certain times. It is kind of weird.
Yeah. It's just, so there you go. Now you know you have to put the vinegar on the fair French fries.
If you
It
haven't
has to
tried
be
it,
a
you have
thing.
to try it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And like enough salt to like close all your arteries.
Yeah, your mouth definitely stings after.
Yeah.
Like,
Vinegar, salt, all good.
It's part of how you judge if they're good fries or not. I think.
That is true. Yes, for sure. So, Aaron, what's your favorite fair festival food?
Oof, I don't know. Probably the staples. You can't go wrong with like a corn dog or an elephant ear.
Okay,
That's the things you look forward
the
to.
corn dog controversy. You brought it up. How do you eat the corn dog?
You don't. You just don't buy it in the first place.
We're gonna have to take that crown.
Okay. Well, next Saturday you can have
Okay.
it.
I'm not a big hot dog person, but I could kill a corn dog
I
at a
like
festival.
the cheese on a stick.
Yes,
I don't like
that
corn
too.
dogs though.
Okay.
Ketchup only.
Oh no! Here we go.
You're probably a mustard person.
Oh yeah. I don't. I told you, ketchup creeps me out. But I will say, in all fairness, ketchup creeps me out from working in a restaurant for so long, where I have to pick up plates with ketchup and my fingers touch the said ketchup, and I'm done with ketchup. Yeah. So that's a thing.
Makes sense.
The Apple Queens and I didn't agree on that, but yeah. Cheryl doesn't agree on it either, but okay. So now we know about corn dogs. I do cheese on a stick, kill it.
That's probably up there too, right after
Yep.
French fries.
Yep. And I'll tell you, those sweet ladies that go to the Turkey Festival to have the chicken and noodles booth, so good. Yeah. Yep.
Staples.
Yep, all the stuff. All right. So let's get to the festival. Tell us what the heck is going on.
So we kick off on Wednesday. That's our opening day.
So a week from tomorrow.
Week from tomorrow already. It's just flying by.
I mean, Labor Day. So Labor Day is Monday.
Yeah.
Nuts. Okay. Where has it gone?
I've asked myself, especially within the last couple of weeks, where all the
Right,
work kicks up
right,
and
as
everything,
you're
it's
trying to
how are
plan
we-
this thing.
How are we here already?
Yeah.
So, but we're here. So a week from tomorrow, we kick off with our hometown day, and that's just sort of our opening, the opening of the day. And we have a couple little things that we do during the daytime that aren't really. They're festival based, but they're not the festival. We officially open at 5:00 that night, but we do a free dinner for the senior citizens that afternoon, and then the art show kicks off, and the quilt show and needlework show kick off that day, and then we get into festival that night. So we have the rides will open at 5:00. Festival opens at 10:00. So all your favorite foods. All of that will be up and running.
Yep.
And then at 6:30 we start everything off with a parade because that's what you do.
Because why not? Start it off with a bang.
Yeah. So the parade kicks off at 6:30, and then we do our little opening ceremonies where we welcome everybody and we announce. We have a few special awards that we do. We do some awards for like the businesses that are striving to make their businesses better, their buildings better, things like that. We do some different awards. We announce the opening of the festival. We announce our Grand Marshal. And then we kind of kick off events.
Can you spill the beans on who that is?
I can. We decided to select Emily Maley this year. She was one of our members, and she passed away a couple months ago. And her husband have been members on the board for 15, 20 years now.
Okay.
And we thought it was the right thing to do to recognize
honor
Emily.
her,
Yeah,
sure.
for everything she did and her involvement. And she's just one of those people that would do anything for you, anything to help out.
That's
And so
great.
we thought it was justified. So Emily is our Grand Marshal this year, and we thought it was a good choice.
Love that.
So we're excited about that. And then from there, we get right rolling into a band that night. So we have a band called North of Nashville. They're they do mostly country kind of stuff, but fantastic band. It'll be very
Sweet.
entertaining, and everybody should come out and see them.
Heck yeah. So what do you get to do? So you'll be in the parade.
I'll be in the parade, and then we'll help out with the mini queen contest that night.
Okay.
And I think the age on that is like 3 to 5.
Yeah, the Mini Queens contest. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, that'll be at 5:30 that evening. And the Mini Queens contest is for the little girls that aren't quite there for being able to get on stage and answer questions and stuff yet, but still want to dress up and do all that. So a couple years ago, we started doing it, and
It's kind of cool how you do it, unless you've changed it.
no, we still do it the same way because we kind of
It's-
figured it's
cool.
so hard for the girls to answer questions and. Really,
Because they're just little.
They're just little. They just want to dress up and they want to have fun. And so what we decided was, and we had seen a couple of other festivals that had done something similar, is it's completely by chance.
Yeah.
So the girls are given a flower. The flowers are wrapped, so you can't see what the flower looks like. And some of the flowers are roses, and some of the flowers are carnations. So if they get one of the 3 roses, they are the queen and the first attendant and second attendant. And if they get
so
the carnation, they didn't make it, but hopefully they enjoyed themselves. They got to dress up and they get a flower to take home. So.
Sure.
So it's
I
a
love
really
that
fun event.
idea.
The girls love it. They get to get up on stage and strut around in their dresses and
Get their hair done and all that.
Yeah, so it kind of leads them in and gives them that touch of royalty, I guess.
Sure.
So, yeah, but it's turned into a really fun event, and the girls seem to like it. You always still get girls that are upset, of course, but most of the time they're just happy to be there and happy to be in their dresses. And
Yeah.
you know, if they make it, they make it. If not, they got to participate, and it's a really fun event. And
I bet they are so cute. That would be, I'm sure it's going to be one of your favorite memories of that, yeah. So
we started doing that, and they all seem to like it, and hopefully it kind of brings them into the royalty side of things too, because kids are so busy these days. It's so hard to get the numbers that we used to get. I mean, you used to have 20 and 30 girls trying out for stuff.
Yeah.
And you just don't have it between all the traveling sports and the focus on school and everything else. And there is work to it, and you know, Kate will speak to it. That as fun as it is, there's time that you have to put into it.
Yeah, and I think that people don't understand this. Not all about just getting it, putting in your dress on, and again waving in the parade. Like you,
Yeah, there's definitely especially now that we do the Christmas and the 4th of July events. You just trying to find a time that all 9 girls. Also, after going to all these festivals, we have a bigger court. Some courts are just the 3 older girls and maybe 1 little, or just the 3 older girls. So trying to find a time that all 9 girls and their parents, because our little girls aren't going to drive themselves down to the depot to help decorate a Christmas tree. Like, they have to have someone there with them.
Yeah.
So just trying to find a time that we can all...
It's like herding
meet.
cats.
Yeah. And then, like, planning... So we do a Christmas tree downtown, and then for the 4th of July stuff, we do raffles and things like that. What are some other things? And then, like, we have our group pictures that we have to plan for, and just things like that. It's a lot of working around everyone's schedule.
Halloween, you guys do the candy.
Oh,
giveaway.
yeah, we do the
that's
Halloween.
huge.
Yeah, so it's not just a ride in a parade, and so it's tough. Girls they just don't have the time, and they see it as how much time goes into it, but I don't think they really get the picture of how enjoyable it is too. I mean, a lot of the girls when they come on, they're always like, it just seems like it's going to be so much time, but when they have to go off, they're upset by it.
Sure, you
they
get
enjoyed
sad.
it.
It's definitely went by super quick because we go to 4 or 5 things before Christmas, and then during like the winter time, there's not much going on. We'll have a few things here and there, but then after April hits, it's like full swing.
Like all the time.
It's full swing, but I feel like it was just a few weeks ago that I was at the pumpkin show, or so it does go by really fast, and they told us a lot when we got crowned. This year is what you make it, and it'll go by super fast, and like we just heard it kind of over and over, and we're like, okay, yeah, we get it, but like it really is. I'm lucky that I had such a good group of girls to do it with.
Yeah, you have to not forget to remember.
Yeah.
And we have our set events that they go to, so they do 14 or 18 like set events, and then this group added events. They wanted to go to more.
We went to a lot of things that like the courts in the past hadn't went to. We were trying to find. I'm in like every chaperone's Facebook group that I could find on Facebook, just trying to find festivals to go to. I wanted to make it last as long as I could.
So like Swiss is so far away, we don't go there every year. We don't make the girls do anything really. They choose to do it. But we have certain set events that they go to, and like Swiss Festival is one that we don't typically mandate because it's 4 hours
So far away, yeah.
But every couple of years we get that group of girls that just want to do everything they can do, and this group went to the Swiss Fest as well as adding 4 or 5 other festivals that
That's
they went to this year.
amazing. Good for you.
They get into it, and most groups anyway seem to really find out how enjoyable it is and how much fun it really is once they get in. So it takes work and it takes time, but most of the time it's fun stuff, right, Kate?
I don't know if there was a bad time. I mean, I didn't see you much, so it was pretty enjoyable.
See, they don't have to deal with me. I'm not the queen guy, so.
Not the queen wrangler.
No, thank God.
That's Dustin.
Yeah, that's Dustin and Lexi. But no, they do a lot of stuff, and they do a lot of things in town too. And we try to do a lot more of a focusing on that too. We used to have a lot of travel. It was all travel. And with everything we're adding in town now,
Yeah.
it's even more stuff, but it's at least close. And the girls are so involved and help out with the Christmas thing. They do the trees, or their tree that they decorate, but they're always there to help out in any way. And at the event, they help out and they do things. Halloween, they hand out candy for us. They're the candy wranglers, so they make sure that they participate in that. But there's so much participation, and they do a really, really good job. And we're always lucky to have a good group of girls. When you're opening up to anybody, and they get selected, you just never know what you're going to get. But we always seem to get a really good group of girls that really want to participate and really want to represent. So we've been lucky, except for Kate.
Except for Kate.
Except for Kate.
Because she has a barfy stomach.
Yes. She's not one for traveling.
I'm just teasing you. So we kind of covered Wednesday.
And that's kind of the kickoff. And then we move, of course, next to Thursday, because that's the day after
That's
Wednesday.
normally how it goes, Aaron.
It's usually how
Wednesday
it works.
to Thursday.
Most of the time. Whatever, Kate. So Thursday we go into our Adult Services Day, which is involving JVAC and Buckeye Community, and
Which is such a cool thing that's done there.
it is a really
so neat.
really fun day, and it's kind of just continues to evolve. It started off really, of course, with a big focus on JVAC because they're right there.
Yeah.
And we would bring them down, and they would come down and have lunch and just get to have a good time throughout the daytime. And we sort of opened it up, and we're like, now, of course, especially things have branched out so much in services of making sure people have it, that we've got all these, Buckeye Community and several other groups that have popped up. So we wanted to make sure that everybody was included. So we end up with usually upwards of 100 and 120 clients that come down to be a part of it, and we do lunch for them. We provide lunch to start the day off, and we grill burgers and hot dogs and all of the sides and fixings that go along with it. And then we have a performer that performs every year, and it is
Simba.
We have Simba. It's the same
He's
guy.
awesome.
Same
I
guy
love
every
him.
year, but they love him. And we've been very lucky because before him we had another guy, and I wish I could think of his name, but Simba's been doing it for 10 years now. So it's so long ago, but he did it for like 10 years, and you find the right person. And we'll have occasional where we'll have to switch because of something, and the people do what they can. They do their best. It's just they don't know how to play to the group as well.
Simba's fun.
So when you
He's
find
a good
somebody
dude.
like Simba, Simba's just awesome. And so Simba comes back and does it every year, and he's always excited to do it. As long as, he loves to do it, and then as long as he gets his case of ski, he's happy.
That doesn't surprise
So
me.
we have to make sure we get him a case of ski. But he does so well with the group, and he's just so fun, and they love him, and he loves doing it, which is a big part of it.
Sure.
So Simba will be down, he'll be performing, and the crowds will go wild because they love him. And then we give them each some money to go spend throughout the festival. And we are always lucky enough to have groups to help us out with that. And Ohio Valley Bank is one of our big supporters for that this year. And so they print up fake Ohio Valley money, and that money they can take it and they can spend it anywhere. And the vendors are all great. They take the fake money and they come and they turn it in at the end, and we give them real money for it, of course. And some of them don't even turn it in. They're just they enjoy it so much that.
It's a good day.
Yeah, for the amount of money that we hand out, we never end up paying out the full amount of money because there's really good people out there.
Yeah.
And, the vendors, especially the ones that can afford to do it, they don't care. They're just glad that people are having a good time. So it's something really fun. Everybody seems to enjoy it. They have a great time. And, of course, they get to see Simba every year. So.
There you go.
And a lot of them look forward to it. I mean, usually when he shows up partway through lunch, it like almost ruins lunch because the superstar Simba showed up. So it's a really fun event, and
everyone's
we enjoy
welcome
it.
to come to that,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Anybody can come down. It's not limited to anybody. It's just something we've done to focus, and we've done it for years and years and years now, and we've been lucky enough to be able to expand it out and do a little bit more with it. And so it's one of the things we're really proud of with the festival that we get to make happen. So, but that goes through the afternoon. And of course, afternoons are people work, so we don't have a whole lot else going on during the afternoons. And there's enough activity with that group that we don't need other things going on. And So we kick off again. Quilt and Needlework Show and the art show, of course, are open through the days. And then we kind of kick things off again at about 5 with the rides opening. Mm-hmm. And then we swapped up our Thursday a little bit this year. We had always traditionally done some type of entertainment on Thursdays. Mm-hmm. So this year we decided to we tried it last year. We sort of half did it last year. And this year we sort of went full in to Thursday is our Queen's night. So we're actually doing our Queen's contest at the festival.
Oh, okay.
So used to we would do a pre-contest.
Yeah.
And then it would basically be decided, and then we would bring them back and we would announce them. So we decided this year to do it at the festival. It's part of the festival. It gives the girls a chance to start experiencing the festival and to kind of see how it's going to go as royalty with the festival. And then all of the contests are going to be done on the stage that night. So we'll start off with the little girls, and it's going to start off around 6, and then it'll go into the juniors and then the big girls. So rough timeline, roughly 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
But they're Queen's contests, so you just never know.
Never know.
They get wild sometimes. So we don't know, but rough timing is 6, 7, 8 roughly is how they're going to run. And the girls will get them on stage, and they'll do their question and answers. And then with the big girls, we make them go a little more in depth because it's hard to see just from 2 questions on stage. So they actually have to do an interview with the judges board.
Yeah,
also
that makes
before.
sense.
How was that, Kate? Nerve-wracking?
It was nerve-wracking, but because I've watched the contests every year. That's one of my favorite parts about the OHillCo, even though it's not always at the festival. But so I had never been in a closed interview before, so I had no clue what to expect.
Well, you must have nailed it.
I must have done something right.
They probably just felt bad because of your queasy stomach.
Yeah, they were like, oh, that's the girl with the,
Yeah. This would be funny to make her travel all over the state.
It's a sick and twisted
It was a joke.
yeah. No. All right, so moving on, we'll get to what? Friday,
and Friday is our kind of our youth day. We do some activities through the daytime. Schools get out early that day. So we do a student government day, which the schools select specific kids that are interested in that kind of thing. And we take them and they get to look at how government works. So they get to spend time with council and with the mayor.
That's awesome.
And different entities in the city. And they get to kind of go through and see how things go. So they pass ordinances and they get kind of a look at how things are ran. And to me, it's really interesting, and I'd like to see more students involved in it because a lot of people don't realize what actually goes into it.
You're not kidding.
Then we're seeing the same thing that Jackson and everybody is seeing is it's really hard to get people that want to go into local government. So when you're trying to find council members,
it's a thankless job.
People to run
for
for offices, a lot of people either don't get into it for the right reason or they don't really understand what it takes to do it. So they're kind of pushed away from it and just never really jump into it. So it gives students a chance early to kind of see how things are ran and the concepts behind local government and what really goes into it.
That's
and
cool.
Hopefully gives them a little appreciation for it too, because you're right, local government, all government is thankless. Some of it deserving, some of it not. I'm not saying that we should praise government and politicians all the time, but there's a lot of times where they're put into positions where it is thankless, and especially at the local level.
Sure.
And so giving them a chance to sort of see what goes into it and why they should want to participate is something that we think is a positive. So we organize that with the schools every year. And then we have our quilt and our needlework show that go all through the daytime. And then rides open at 1 o'clock. And
on Friday, okay.
1 o'clock. And then at 1:30 we have our pep rally. So we do a pep rally every year.
For the game,
we have a game. We're right in the middle of football season. So we do a pep rally and have the band and the football team and all the kids there. And the kids get to play little games and, do crazy things and just relax and have a little bit of fun before they have to go hit the gridiron. So it's always a good time. And we actually have an away game this year. So usually we'll do a cold bowl when it's a home game. But this year it'll be, I think we're in South Point.
I think that's where it is.
So away game this year. So we don't get to do our bowl game, but we want to, give the students a chance to get pumped up for the game, enjoy the festival a little bit before they have to leave, and hopefully send them off with some good luck.
Last year, I don't think the trophy got handed out until like 1 a.m. It poured.
Yeah, they didn't cancel. They kept talking like they were going to cancel the game, but they just kept postponing it instead. So it finished. It was after 1 o'clock, I think, when it finished.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
It was a late night.
Memorable OHillCo Bowl, I guess. But and then through the day we do karaoke that night with our karaoke contest. But Katrina, our karaoke lady, she's awesome, and she comes up early, and we do karaoke for the kids through the day.
Fun.
And if you want something entertaining,
Oh
if you
my.
think adults trying to sing that sometimes cannot is entertaining, you should see the kids on the stage doing karaoke. It's just so entertaining and so funny, and they enjoy it so much. Usually we have to force them to quit. We're like, we have to move on to other stuff, and you throw them off the stage. But it's so entertaining, it's so fun, and the kids seem to really enjoy it. So Kate sang a song or two.
Back
During
in
karaoke.
my prime. That's when I was fearless, and I thought I was going to be the next Taylor Swift. But
You never know, Kate.
You
Set
don't.
your goals high.
Although I heard that she doesn't get car sick.
my goals were so high, and then every year the video of me singing rolls around, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that anymore.
It is a lot of traveling on buses and private jets, so
It is. It'd
I
be
just
rough.
don't think the pop star life was meant for me.
probably not.
No.
But we have quite a few pop stars that day, during the day with the kids getting up there, and
I'll bet.
some of them are really, really good, and some of them they're having fun, and that's what's important. A couple years ago, we had one of the little girls got up and started singing, and it was like death metal. It was like the strangest thing, and it was so funny and so entertaining because it's this little teeny tiny girl, and then
Just
she,
going at it.
like death metal, just screaming and grunting and fun, just fun.
Love that.
Yeah, it was a good time, and the kids love it. And Katrina does such a good job with them and trying to wrangle kids because it's all ages. So there's kids that are kindergartners that are up there singing, and then you've got high school kids that are up there
That's cool.
singing. But it's a good time. The girls love it, and then it's a nice lead-in for our karaoke contest that evening, which kicks off at 7:30 on the veteran stage. So
And then do you sign up ahead of time, or can you just sign up when you get
you
there?
can sign up ahead of time, but you can also show up early that night. So
Okay.
as long as you show up and register by about 7,
Okay.
you'll be good to go. And
Excuse me.
We've actually been really lucky. I mean, you watch all the TV shows that do the karaoke kind of thing anymore, and they specifically put people on that are really bad and
Mm-hmm.
terrible. And you occasionally get ones that they're just not cut out for it. But usually we actually have some really, really good singers.
We have talent, man. Hey, we're all Welsh. It's that Welsh heritage coming out.
Yeah, that's what it is, I think. Scientific, I think
Yeah.
it was proven.
It's
But-
genetic, yep.
Yes. But we get some really, really good singers, and the entertaining's good, and people love it. I mean, it just dumped rain last year, and there was still a crowd there.
Yeah.
The entire time through this just absolutely
fun.
dumping rain.
Love it.
So people love the karaoke, and we like being able to have the karaoke contest. So that rounds out our Friday nights, and then hopefully, of course, Wellston will pull a win that night and make everything even better.
Go get them.
And then we move into our Saturday, our final day, and our Queen's Day. We have a day just for our queens. The Queen's Day kicks off kind of early, rides open at 11. We have a baby contest at 11, which is always a fun event to see the kids that are dressed up. And
This year the theme is fairy tale, I think is what it
yes,
says.
I think I should know that,
But I knew it.
probably.
We make a
But
good team.
It is, see? Kate bringing something to the table. But it's fairy tales and fantasies, I think,
Yeah,
is
that
what it
sounds
is. So it leaves it pretty wide open.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's always some really interesting costumes that the babies and the kids come dressed up in. So it's a fun event. We have our Touch a Truck event, which is...
Those are great.
It's so fun. And the fire department sponsors it. And one of our guys at the fire department just goes head into it. He just is crazy about it and puts so much time and effort into it, and always has just an amazing selection of stuff to see there. So it won't just be fire trucks. There's fire trucks, and the city is great. The city brings up like every piece of equipment they own. They're just
Aw,
like, what do you
cool.
want? And so they bring up just an awesome selection of stuff. And then we have all kinds of local construction companies and tow truck companies and law enforcement agencies and groups that bring stuff to this event. There's always a ton of stuff to see, ton of stuff to do. And the kids, how could you not like it? You know, you get to get
I mean,
up
adults
close and
love
personal.
it. Like,
Yeah,
I-
absolutely. There's some of those things you don't get to see, you know.
Well, yeah, we did a video a few years ago at the Ohio State Highway Patrol open house, and they had a prototype new patrol car out there. So myself and one of the actual troopers got in this car. Well, she hadn't seen it either. So we were like kids in a candy store. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous that we're having so much fun pushing these buttons and stuff. But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool to get to see that stuff.
A lot of people come out to that. We took my little brother and he loved it.
Sure.
Yeah, there's so much, and they try to do little things like usually. The law enforcement usually will do like a little canine display or demonstration.
Yeah.
And they've always got the canine dogs there. And then on the fire department side, usually we'll cut a car up or have a hose for the kids to spray and stuff for them to do.
Well, plus it lets kids understand that police aren't bad guys or fire. Like, you know, I think a lot of times when it's a first responder issue, you think of something bad going on.
Absolutely.
So it gives them that opportunity to understand that those are humans and that they're their friends and there to help them.
Yeah, it definitely it lets them kind of meet up and understand that personal level of things. No, it's been a great event, and it just keeps growing every single year. And then at the same time, on the opposite end of the festival, we have our car show. That kicks off that morning, and it runs. I think they open up for people showing up around 8 a.m. And then the car show itself takes off about noon, and it has just grown and keeps getting bigger every year. And of course, with car shows, it's all about weather.
It's
too.
weather.
People are very particular about their vehicles, so as long as you have a good weather day, you're going to have a great car show day. And the Masonic Lodge, the Black Diamond Lodge in Wellston, heads that up for us, and they do a great job with it. And we keep seeing more and more cars show up every year, and it's turned into a great event for years and years. But it just, with the time and the effort that they've put into it, it keeps getting better.
Good.
And so those two events go on during the daytime, so there's a ton of stuff to do. And
Plus all your food. And what about rides? Are rides all day Saturday?
Rides are all day. They open up at 11 a.m.
Okay.
and they'll go until close that night. They do take a break in the middle.
Yeah.
On the 2 long days, I think they're breaking from 5 to 6. But rides all day long, and single ride pass for the entire day. It's not broke up or anything. And then we also have, we do some gospel music through the day on Saturday also. We used to do a Tuesday for gospel, and it just, a whole nother day just, it mounts up, and it just makes things even more difficult. And so we decided to move it to the Saturday to kind of combine things a little bit to make it easier on us and everybody. So we will have some gospel music going on through the afternoon on Saturday as well. So a little bit of something for everybody on that day in the afternoon. And then we lead into the most important event probably, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
The Queen's Luncheon. So one of the things that the Queens get to do that's kind of neat at every festival, including ours, and well, pretty much every festival anymore, is they do a Queen's Luncheon where all the Queens that show up for that festival get to come together and have lunch. And so we have our Queen's Luncheon, and usually we end up with few hundred people for that event. And the Queens just get to socialize and have a nice time and have a nice lunch and get to know everybody, because they see each other throughout the year, hit and miss. But every festival has different festivals that show up and different Queens groups. So it's really a neat event, because our girls get to celebrate our festival in the city, and they get to kind of start doing their goodbyes, which they're always so excited about.
I'm not looking forward to it.
And then they get to socialize and they get to have a nice time. So it's a really neat event. And then the Queens they hold over and they get a picture taken at the city building, and they get to introduce themselves at the stage. And the introductions usually are sometime around 4:45, depending on how the day's going. And then they get to be in the parade.
Yeah.
So,
the grand finale parade.
I'm not ready for it. I've
You'll
been
love it,
writing
though.
my speech, and I'm just, every time I start it, I'm like, okay, I can't do this. I'm not ready for it, but then I keep putting it off, and next thing you know, it's going to be Saturday.
just
and
wing
I'm
it, Kate. Straight from the hip.
Yeah.
From the hip?
It's a saying.
It's a saying.
It just means just wing it. Just don't write anything down. Just say.
I thought the saying was straight from the heart.
I mean, that works.
That's a
too,
whole
I
different
guess.
saying. But either one would apply.
Yes, you can use them both.
You can, simultaneously. You can speak from the heart and from the hip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Never a dull moment with you, Kate. But they get to do their goodbyes at the luncheon, and of course they do their goodbyes to the entire festival also.
Sure.
But, so really fun events for the queens, and that's not open to the public, of course, but all the queens and their crews get to come to that event. And then we have the festival, grand finale parade, which kicks off at 6:30.
Okay.
And then following that, we do some little announcements with the winners from the winners from the parade and so on and so forth. And then we go into our final entertainment event, which is a group called Attaboy.
Okay.
And they are a high energy, like 90s, 2000s, just crazy group. Just the energy that they put off is just fantastic. And I think everybody will enjoy them immensely.
Sounds fun.
And then we close out with the crowning of our new court.
You say, Kate, out.
Yeah,
I
hit the
know.
road
He'll be sad. He'll miss me.
very much.
A little bit. Yeah.
Very much.
That's all right.
But so we announce our new, and the way we run our queens is they actually run from the festival, so they take over, and then their festival is actually the next year. So
Okay.
our queens that will be coming in on that Saturday will be the 2026
Okay.
queens. So we travel early. The Apple Festival does theirs a little bit different. They they step in earlier in the year. So ours run basically from festival until next festival. So your actual last event will be the Apple Festival, I think.
Yeah, that will be our last. Trying to find a dress in your specific color in the span of, 2 weeks between OHillCo and Apple Festival is not as easy as some may think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, used to they came in right at festival. That was their starting period. But then, a week later they're coming to the Apple Festival, and we have specific colors of dresses that they're supposed to wear, and so they don't know which color they're going to be in because they don't know if they won or not at the time. So it was a very short period, so we kind of bumped it back a little bit. So this group will be the first group that this will be their last, or the Apple Fest will be their last
I
actual
gotcha. Okay.
parade, and then the new group comes in, and that gives them closer to a month to get things ready.
Yeah.
Because I think they kicked off with Pumpkin Show, I think will be their first one.
Yeah.
We started with Swiss Festival.
Well, you guys did, but it depends on the group, I guess, if they're going to go.
does.
So we bring our new queens in, and they will be ready for their year of fun and excitement, hopefully.
Yay. Well, very good. Well, Pete Wilson is here, and we're going to
Pete.
do some news. But is there anything else that you wanted to let the viewers know while you're here?
Come out to the festival. It's always a great time, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I think that is...
Very sweet, Kate.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
She is sweet.
You're such a good speaker for us.
I know. I'm just shaking a little bit.
No, we appreciate it. We appreciate the girls. They do a wonderful job representing, and like I said, we always get lucky. And this group has been a fantastic group. And it's nice that even since we've opened it up to not just Wellston, to Jackson and Benton counties as a whole, we're still getting girls that actually come in and care about the community and try to promote the festival. And it's nice to see that. And I think it kind of opens things up to we're sort of all together in this area.
Yeah.
So it's good to find that appreciation and be involved in all the communities around us. And it's been really good. So
Good
we've had a
deal.
great group, and we're excited for the festival this year.
All right, come on out to the
Absolutely.
Ohio Hill Country Festival this coming upcoming week. Week starts a week from tomorrow,
Yes.
actually. So very, very good. Well, Aaron and Kate, thank you for stopping by
thanks for
today.
having us.
We
We
greatly
appreciate
appreciate it, and you're going to do great.
Thank you.
From the hip. All right, Pete Wilson will be here in just a moment, or the heart, in just a moment with some news. But first, we have some messages, and then we'll be right back.
From breaking stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with our good friend Pete Wilson, who is here in the studio with stacks of news.
Okay, well, we've got some for sure. Heading into the paper tomorrow, we've had to push the accelerator a little bit. A lot going on, as always. Heading into, once school starts and that calendar is about ready to flip to September, it does step up a little bit. So anyway,
you're not kidding.
Some of the hottest news, I guess, would be the changes in the ballot for the November 4 general election.
Ooh, okay.
The reasons for the change, and there's a little bit of new news there, is that the filing deadline, the filing deadline for write-in candidates was yesterday at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Because the ballots in both Jackson County and Vinton County weren't completely full for different reasons. Candidates not coming out, some candidates being invalidated, their petitions being not up to snuff. There were openings for certain seats where a write-in candidate could be filed automatically almost because, there wasn't enough candidates to fill the seat or seats. So that is exactly what happened. I'm working on Vinton County now, so we'll maybe talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
The deadline was yesterday at 4 p.m., but the Board of Elections is wanting to make sure that what they put out is correct, so we'll wait on that. But Jackson County, we do know right now, we have changes in the ballot for Jackson School Board, for Wellston City, and Oak Hill Village Council.
Okay.
For the Jackson City Board of Education, before the write-in deadline, we had two candidates for two seats, incumbent Kim Harless and challenger Michael Perkins.
Okay.
There was another candidate whose petition was invalidated, so that left those two. Of course, school board is one of the more coveted seats, in local government. It affects people in the whole school district, not just a single community.
Right.
People have a lot of interest in what happens in the schools and with their children. So it was another candidate that came out as a write-in candidate. So there'll be three people running for two seats. The new write-in candidate, familiar name in the Jackson City School District, Christopher Smalley, is a write-in candidate for Jackson City Board of Education. Has been active with the Extension Office and Ohio State University. And he actually this year is doing the PA for the football games.
Oh, okay.
And he has children in school, so his wife is a teacher, so he's very interested. So you have three people running for two seats there.
Okay.
Okay. In the city of Wellston, there were no contests for any of the seats for village, not for village council, for city council in Wellston. 7 seats total there, 3 at large, 4 ward seats. Now we have a contest for the 3 at-large seats. At-large means that you represent the entire city.
Yep.
The ward means you represent a section of the city. That's usually how it's done at the municipal level in the state of Ohio. The new candidate is not a new face for an at-large seat for Wellston City Council. It is Teresa Pond Lamaster.
Okay.
Teresa is a current city councilman, but she did not file a petition before the August 6th normal deadline. That's where you would file to have your name printed on the ballot. However, since then, she has filed as a write-in candidate, which means now we have 4 people running for 3 seats. The other candidates for at-large are current Republican incumbent Tammy Phillips, also independent candidate Roby Browning. He's always run as an independent, and he is again. And the other independent candidate, certainly a familiar face, is Keith Woollum. He goes on the ballot as D. Keith Woollum. For many years, he was the first ward councilman. A couple years ago, he was defeated in the primary, and now he is running as an independent candidate for at-large. So 4 people for 3 seats.
Okay.
There are no contests for the other seats. All right, and the only other change will be for Oak Hill Village Council, and it's always good when there's competition. It pushes you. The public has a choice. And in Oak Hill Village, there are 7 candidates for 4 open seats.
Oh, my.
And there's a lot of new faces in there. The 2 new write-in candidates are Allison Bryant and Erica Calhoun. They both filed since the list of nonpartisan candidates became official after the August 6th filing deadline. They have filed since then, even though there were already enough candidates for the 4 open seats. The other candidates who were previously certified, incumbent Terry McCain, Brian Moore, who is a current councilman, he was appointed to take the place of Jody Folk, who resigned midterm. And the challengers are the other challengers that were previously certified for the ballot and whose name will be on the ballot: Jeremy Van Dyne, Kate Cooper, and Tara Cooper. If Van Dyne's name is familiar for Oak Hill Village, you're remembering correctly, he did serve as an Oak Hill Village councilman very recently, but is not a current Oak Hill Village councilman. Now, every other local government unit, City of Jackson, the Village of Colton, Oak Hill School Board, Wellston School Board, all the 12 townships, all those candidates, I'm not going to go over them now for time, but all of them are the same. They have not changed from the last time when all the candidates were certified. So what this means now is the ballots are going to be official and full. There's no candidate that can jump in now after the August 25th deadline. And I will give a lot of credit to our boards of election. At least unofficially, they have all those names up on their website right now. I know in Vinton County, they're up there, but they were checking a couple things to make sure that every bit of information on there is correct, because there's the name of the candidate, what they're running for, and other information about them, contact address, whatever, and they're double checking that. Mm-hmm. So some other news to go to quickly. We didn't really hear about this until late in the weekend. Somehow we didn't receive a report from patrol that we should have, but certainly big news here. We had a fatality on Friday afternoon out on State Route 32, Scioto Township, on the far western end of the county. It happened on State Route 32 near Cove Road. Down in Scioto Township, and it involved a motorcyclist and a pickup truck. And in this case, the motorcyclist, that was Brian E. Dyke, age 57, of Jackson. He was traveling westbound on State Route 32. That would be towards Pike County, Beaver, and Waverly. And there was a pickup truck driven by Jonathan M. Strickland, age 22, of Minford, had 3 people in the truck with him. He was pulling from the north end. He was going northbound on Cove Road and was crossing the highway, and he failed to yield in front of the motorcycle. The motorcycle hit the truck, and Mr. Dyke, who was the motorcycle operator, he was declared dead on the scene. This occurred at 5:01 p.m. on Friday. Didn't hear about that at all somehow, and then we just got the report. As I said, it filtered in. We actually saw it online on the patrol state website. Somehow we missed getting that report, but the other people involved were not injured. Dyke died as a result of the crash on the scene. The people in the pickup truck, Mr. Strickland, the driver, and the other 3 occupants, they were not injured. That fatality-related crash, remains under investigation by the State Highway Patrol. All right, some other news to tell you about. I'm going to go quickly to some of our events that are coming up because we don't have a lot of time. We can have more information about the Farm City Field Day. We knew that the date was September 13th. Now we know that it is going to be at 3548 4 Mile Road. That's a farm not too far outside of Jackson. And it will be from 3 to 7 p.m. And this year, instead of Thursday, it's on Saturday, September 13th. Okay. That is a change. I can always remember it being on Thursday in my memory. But it's going to be 3 to 7 p.m. on that Saturday, September 13th. That's heading into Apple Festival week. Farm City Field Day, anybody can go. It's not just for, the farming community. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, it was the objective was to bring the farm and the city
together.
Right, for a nice social event and educational event as well. And for the farmers, normally there is a tour of a farm, and there's some displays, and usually the host farmer and some of the extension people and people in the Jackson County Farmers Club talk about some farming method or operation or whatever that can help everybody. But a lot of times, the big benefit is it's just a good coming out party that brings the farm and the non-farm people together.
Sure.
Okay, the Jackson area Famlets food giveaway because they couldn't get any food. So they have got some food, but not as much as usual. So they do want people to know that there will be a food giveaway, but it will be very limited as compared to what they usually do. It'll be this Saturday, start at 8 a.m., and will go no longer than 10 a.m., they figure.
Okay.
It will be there at the Jaffe building there, which is on McCarty Lane, just across from the side entrance to the Jackson Walmart store. They are estimating that they will have only enough food for 60 to 80 families. So they are asking, and this is just an honor system. They're asking that if it's not a serious thing, don't come. Let the food be for those who need it the most. And I know that's a tough call to make if you think you need the food. But there is only enough for 60 to 80 families, and they usually serve a lot more than that. You must have a valid ID. A representative from each family must be in the vehicle. No more than 2 families per vehicle will be permitted. They do expect to have some frozen food products, some canned foods and bagged foods, and maybe some other items. For those who come, they ask patience, and that will really be tested if they get the usual crowd, even though there is only limited food. They hate that, but that's the situation.
It is what it is.
They want to know. They want people to know in advance.
Very good.
Right. Tomorrow we'll talk about some other things. Eventful Jackson City Council meeting last night about the house at 153 Portsmouth Street, where there is a proposed transitional housing for drug rehab clients who are transitioning into life again. Temporary place for them. Neighbors have a problem with that, and that came to light at Jackson City Council last night. About an hour-long discussion. I guess we'll tease you. We'll tell you tomorrow. It'll be in the paper later in the week about what happened there. But very interesting situation there if you try to look at both sides.
Very good. Well, Pete, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and we will review the situation in Vinton County too. We can tell you this much. In Vinton County, I know the big thing on the ballot was the fact that even though there's obviously lots of interest everywhere in who's on school board, right? There was a lot of anticipation because there's been some controversy and tension in the school district, change of superintendents and all that. There was anticipation that there would be a lot of people running for school board. As it turned out, one person filed for 3 seats. There was actually 3 for 3 seats, but 2 were invalidated.
Oh, no.
So that left 1. So guess what? We've got at least 7 write-in candidates that filed for school board. That's what was on the initial list I saw. We will verify that because they are working on making sure that information is fully correct before they put it out and I put it out.
That'll get interesting for sure.
It certainly will. Elections are always fun.
They are fun.
Right.
All right. Well, Pete, thank you so much. We will be back here in the morning with more fun and news. So we will see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.